The Tigers this past week, they took 203 from Cleveland. I'm feeling good. I said they're a playoff team. They're going to make the playoffs. I made the bold prediction, of which I rarely make these kinds of predictions. I say they're going to make the playoffs. Then, after a strong series against Cleveland at home, they have a very poor season against Chicago. Series against Chicago. Not only did they lose 3 of 3, they get swept. 2 of the 3 games, they had pretty decent sized leads that they give up and flounder. Friday night's game, I believe they were up 3-1. Sunday's game, they were up 4-1. They blow both of those games. They very well could have won 2 of those 3 games. Certainly. I mean, obviously you can win any of the 3, but they just didn't perform well. They did not. They let the ball get out of the park way too much. You just can't do it. You just can't do it. And the more frustrating part about it is they didn't really make any progress after they got into the wild card. Now, with that being said, they're not totally out of it now. They have an opportunity here. They got this game against Pittsburgh, which right now they're losing 2-1. But they won last night against Pittsburgh to tie up the wild card race. So they're not any games out. They're just tied with Baltimore. The Pirates and the Royals are 2 bad teams. Granted, you're playing them on the road, but they're 2 bad teams. You should be able to win both these series. Obviously, this game notwithstanding, even if they lose this game, they can still win the series tomorrow afternoon. Also, I thought that was a foul ball. Nope, that's a fair ball that bounced into the seats. Huh. Now, that's you should be able to do that. Now, as far as pitching goes, Drew Anderson, who has kind of taken this role now of opener / starter, he's been okay, but without Casey Mize and without Tarek Skubal and without Jack Flaherty, who we're still waiting on him to get back healthy, your pitching depth is hoping that Cater Montero and Jackson Jobe and Troy Melton and who else? Framber Valdez. You're hoping that those guys can stick around and play at least into the 5th or 6th inning. Not to harm your bullpen. That is probably not a great long-term strategy. It might not be a great short-term strategy. I like Cater Montero. He's had a great year. Right now, though, he's not looking too hot. Maybe he'll get out of this jam and it'll stay 2-1. But a guy's second and third and nobody out and 2-1 count, doesn't bode well. Jackson Jobe, he's coming off an injury. It's going to take him some time to really get settled in. He had a great first start against San Francisco, not so great start against Chicago. And that's a bad team in San Francisco and a good team in Chicago. Troy Melton, I think he's a very good player. I think he's going to probably be the ace of your team for years to come, assuming he doesn't completely fall off a cliff. He's probably the guy that you look at and you think you can rely upon the most. But again, if you got one guy that you feel like you can rely upon and the other guys where you're like, well, could be good, could also be not good. That does not comfort me. I'll just say that. Now, I'll say this. I still believe they're going to make the playoffs. And they were bound at some point to lose a series. Obviously, I didn't want it to be the White Sox series, and I certainly didn't want it to be a sweep. But they were bound to lose a series. They're probably going to lose another series. They might lose 2 more series. They might lose 3. But the fact that they are still in it, the fact that they are in a 3 or 4 way tie for the wild card spot, despite not even looking at the results of any of the games right now, they're probably going to be in this come September. By the end of this month, are they for sure that final wild card team? I don't know. I'm thinking probably not. I think this is going to come down to the wire, but I do think they will be able to get this done. I think especially you got to take care of business here, though. You can't be losing series to the Pittsburgh Pirates. You can't be losing series to the Kansas City Royals. You got the Rays and the Dodgers to come up, and those series are going to be tough. So you definitely can't be losing series to these bad teams. That goes without saying. If you're gonna lose series, you're gonna lose under the good teams, but you can't be losing to the bad teams. Otherwise, this whole, resurgence and drive to make the postseason despite selling is gonna come up with a big fat nothing. Hey YouTube, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button for more clips like that.